What is up, wonderful world, beautiful people? Hello, I'm back. I always feel weird talking to a camera, but I just went back and watched an old video, and yeah, just reminded that I'm not talking to a camera, I'm talking to you and everybody else who's watching these videos. So firstly, thank you for tuning in. Again, as ever, I appreciate your support and just the fact that you tune in to see what's happening in my world. And it's been happening in my world. So, where to start? I guess last time you saw me, I was in New Zealand, about to leave for the UK. I got here and it's been quite the ride, we'll say. Quite the ride since I got back. I signed for Southampton, which I'm really excited about. I think the club is ambitious, it's got lots of support, the facilities are incredible, the professionalism is so good, except we are in the National League, which is not a professional league. But the ambition is to get promoted this year, so that we'll be in the championship next year. And then obviously the aim is to go higher from there. And a club of Southampton's caliber, there's no reason we can't do that. So I'm really excited to be a part of that journey and join them where they are now and where I am now. So that's exciting. Not so exciting is that I rolled my ankle like 2 weeks in. So far I've played about 40 minutes across 2 games, and I'm finally back fit, back playing, but we don't have any fixtures until the 31st of October. So, pretty stink. I'm like really eager just to get going. I feel good, getting my fitness up and everything, but a way to go. Just want to be playing now and be a part of it. Scoring goals, really, that's what I want to do. So the difficult part about playing in Southampton has been trying to find accommodation. Me and my partner Phil I moved into his place when I got back, but it wasn't very well situated for either of us. So the rental agreement was up in October, so we moved out. But it's been hard to find a place where that meets our needs. So we're grateful and thankful for his parents for putting us up in London for the time being, but hopeful to be somewhere on our own by Christmas, which I'm so excited for. So yeah, that's unfolding. I also fortunate to make a connection in Southampton for an apartment from the beginning of November, so I'll be able to commute to training just 20 minutes in November, so I think that'll be a game changer too. So that's also why I've been a bit quiet. I've been traveling a lot. There's just been a lot going on, trying to sort life out really. But also again, it's hard coming back to this kind of dynamic. I feel like just getting in front of a camera and speaking about what's going on, it's not an easy thing to do, and I think especially with how turbulent times are at the moment, I felt like there's just so much noise online on social media, and I didn't want to be adding to that without kind of knowing what to say and what I'm about. I feel like I kind of just lost myself in all that noise a little bit, and yeah, I didn't know what value I could add to it. But having gone back and again watched a few of my old videos, I was inspired by my old self. I think that courage to just be able to speak openly, naturally. I think sometimes you just get caught up in the expectations of where I thought I would be by now, or who I thought I would be, or how I thought, I don't know. All of these expectations that, I think that there is room for disappointment with how things have turned out. I obviously was gutted with what happened with Lewis, and I'm still not in a place where I feel totally comfortable discussing that. It was a really, really difficult time for me, but I'm getting more content with where I am now. Obviously playing and getting back into it will help with that, and yeah, I'm still ambitious. I missed out on the 2019 World Cup, but 2023 is big time in my vision, so we'll see about that, won't we? Speaking of New Zealand, there's a tour coming up in Canada. I wasn't selected, but new coach, lots of new debutants. I'm in no place to be selected, to be honest, at the moment, having just come back from injury. Oh, I think that's a deer. I'm gonna go film the deer after this and show you. Oh, but there is something I did want to show you. This is pretty cool. So, I don't know if you've heard of it, but Bayer on the ball. I'm gonna come a bit closer for this. So I was told about this book that was written about a young girl who wants to play football for Lewis FC women. And in the book, I'm going to read it out. Okay. So it's a fictional book. Non-fiction. It's non-fiction. No, it's fiction. I always get the two mixed up. It is fiction. It's a fake story, but I think it's quite cool how it's done. And I think, you know, there aren't many books out there of young girls trying to make it to the top. So this one's good on you, Paul Shepherd. Anyway, and thank you, Karen Dobre, for the book. So it was a good effort, but the outstanding game of the game. Oh my God, I can't read. But the outstanding goal of the game was the Lewis equaliser in the 18th minute. The New Zealand international forward Katie Rood won the ball in a tackle just inside the Chelsea half. She belted down the left wing. Bayer was impressed by her turn of speed before cutting inside, shaping herself on the edge of the box and firing home a right foot screamer. Unstoppable, the pan erupted. I'm in a book. I just think that's so cool that that moment, and it's exactly how it unfolded is in this book. I find that amazing. And then parrots, as if it couldn't get any cooler, later in the book, Bayer's on trial. She's on trial for the Lewis team, and you know, she picks up the ball. She skipped in, challenged for, and won it. Striding away, heading for goal, but looking up for a pass. No one in the middle. Her new teammates weren't quick enough, and Alana was just behind play. No one moving into space. Undeterred, and thinking of the example of Lewis's player Katie Rood, Bayer cut inside, steadied herself, and as Rood had thumped in a right-footed rocket, so Bayer hammered a right-footed power driver past the advancing goalkeeper. So, I was inspired at Bayer being inspired by me. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. And, oh shit, I'm gonna cut that, I didn't throw it. So things are on the move, but mostly I feel like I've been kind of stuck in a bit of limbo since getting here. So, cannot wait to kind of get a bit more settled. And yeah, I feel like my creativity will come out then for sure. So lots of ideas, lots of thoughts, lots of feelings. It's certainly been a tough period, especially since coronavirus hit. And I'm sure a lot of you are feeling the same. And just all the noise, so much noise and angst, and yeah, it's not nice. It's not. So anyway, I'm on the lookout. I'm trying to find inspiration. I'm trying to be inspiring. I want I know that there are good vibes out there, and that if we want to access them, then we have to also help create them. So I really hope good vibes coming your way. Please do look after yourself, be kind to one another, and yeah, I guess that's about it. So peace, love, and take good care.